Hello. All right. Today we're talking about the five essential workflows to automate and scale your accounting firm. So, with that, we're going to dive into a whole bunch of stuff today. And if you are drowning in admin work and you feel like there's never enough time to actually grow or scale your firm, if you feel like you are stuck in the weeds all the time of the client onboarding, of your tax preparation or bookkeeping process, you're constantly chasing documents from your clients and you know that you need better workflows. Maybe what you've been doing has been working okay, but to get to where you want to go, you know you need something different. Then today's training is going to be just for you, and we're going to show you how you can do this. So, why do workflows matter? Firms that scale efficiently are not working harder. Trust me, we have worked with so many different firms, and when we see them go from where they were to where they want to be, the difference is not necessarily that they are working really hard. It's just the time and effort that they have been willing to put in to build out their processes, build out their workflows so that they can just do it smarter. They're using automations, they're using the right technology, and things are going to be working a lot more smoothly for you when you can do those same things. And even if you already are using them a little bit, really starting to optimize and get the right technology, the right workflows, and the right automations are going to make all of the difference. So let's pause for a second. Let me introduce myself. My name is Katie, and my business partner, Ashley, and I help accounting firms to future proof your business using streamlined workflows and smart automations. Because we know that by really optimizing technology and operations, we can help you to scale efficiently, to reclaim your time, and to really build that sustainable, growth ready practice so that you can thrive in an ever evolving industry. And we know there's changes all the time in our industry, and we want to help make sure that your business is future proofed as you continue to grow and scale. So, what you're going to learn today, really, we're going to dive into those five essential workflows that are going to help you to streamline your firm, free up your time, and ultimately to help you scale. So, as we talk about this, think about what this looks like right now in your business, and we can talk about how we're going to help you transform to where you want to go. So, why workflows matter? You more than likely have some bottlenecks in your accounting firm, whether it's because you are doing a lot of manual work. Maybe you, your team are missing out on using that time more wisely. You could be using your time that's being spent on that manual admin work to really create that value in your firm. Maybe it's by finding new leads, maybe it's in your marketing space, whatever it is. You could be spending that work that's being really spent too much on manual work, on admin work, somewhere more wisely that will add that value. Another bottleneck that you probably have experienced is those missed deadlines. That's the worst. I know how frustrating that can be for you as a firm owner, for your team, and especially for your clients because they don't want to deal with those missed deadlines, right? And you don't want to provide that type of service either. So, those really can lead to a poor client experience, a poor team culture, and they make you feel like you're not accomplishing your goals as a business. The third bottleneck is inefficient processes. So, if you have processes that maybe you're not doing them consistently across all of your clients, maybe one person does it this way, another one does it another way. First of all, that can lead to a lot of errors. And especially when you don't have a really clear, defined process that your team maybe doesn't know the right way to do things. So it can lead to those errors and it can lead to a really big waste of time as well. And that can create those bottlenecks inside of your firm. A lack of clarity. So raise your hand if, as a firm owner, you feel like sometimes you don't know where everything is at in your business. You don't know what you are even doing. You don't know what your team is doing. And you don't know whether you've reached all of your deliverables and missed, or if you've missed those with your clients. So having that lack of clarity, not only on where things are at, but how they're being done, can really, again, have those errors. And they can really give that poor experience as well and make your team not feel like they're doing what they're supposed to be doing also. And time constraints. So if your workload is too much, again, you're probably spending a lot of time on that manual work. When you free up your time by really having those clear, clarified, automated workflows, that time can be spent on so many other things. It's going to really open up your firm for those value add activities that we talked about. It's going to allow you to bring on new clients, to onboard them in such a smooth, great way. And your team is just going to be running, like a well-oiled machine. And that's what we all want at the end of the day. And whether this is just you're a solopreneur, you have a small team, you have a large team, all of these things are things that can be creating bottlenecks in your firm that we want to help you solve. So let's dive in and talk about the 5 workflows that are going to transform your firm. And keep in mind that workflows are going to help you create that consistency, create those efficiencies, and ultimately help you build out that scalability that's going to really help your firm take off. We work with a lot of different systems. So we work with TaxDome. We are certified consultants. We love Zapier, ChatGPT, Asana, QuickBooks. I mean, there's so many different technologies out there, and we work with so many of them, and they really can help you to solve your problems and scale your business. However, having just the right tech is not going to do it for you. You have to have the right workflows in place that can go ahead and work with that right technology to make things work for you. A bad workflow and great tech is not going to solve your problems. You need to have both. And that's what we really specialize in, is helping you to streamline your workflows, pick the right tech, and ultimately just get your business up and running and in working in just a really seamless fashion. So let's dive into the workflows. Okay. The number one workflow, and these aren't necessarily ranked in order, so keep that in mind. But the first workflow we're going to talk about is client onboarding. So right now, if your onboarding of clients feels messy, you're sending too many emails, you're not getting the right documents from them, they don't know what they need to be doing, and they're not having the best experience because they don't really know where they're at in the process or what they need to be doing for you, compared to what it could be after. After is this automated, seamless onboarding experience that really provides a smooth client experience from day one. Your clients know exactly what they need to give you when you need it. They are super impressed because everything is just so seamless, and they want to continue to work with you because it's really just been a great experience from the get go. So here's how we're going to do that. We're going to automate. We're going to create a workflow, and then we're going to automate it. We're going to use client portals to help you collect those documents. We're going to automate e-signatures that you need and those follow-ups that you need as well. You're going to automate emails and next steps so that they know exactly what's happening when it's supposed to happen. And we're going to use some integrations to help you get any appointment scheduled that you need to make sure you have all the right information in your CRM. And what that's going to do for you is it's really going to save you hours and hours and hours of back and forth between you and the client. And it's really, really going to create that amazing first impression. It's going to make your firm just come across as the go-to firm because everything is so seamless from the beginning. And ultimately, it's going to help you onboard your new clients faster. Everyone on your team is going to be doing the same thing. So you have a very clear process. Your clients know what to expect. Your team knows what to expect. And ultimately, you know what to expect because you know that they're going to have a great experience as you bring these new clients on. All right, workflow number 2. If you are a tax preparer, you need to have a seamless tax preparation process running smoothly throughout tax season. This is going to be something that you can really build up outside of tax season. We really recommend doing this right after April 15th so that you can take any lessons learned, build those, clarify them. So next tax season and through extension season, they're just running really smooth. So right now, if your tax season is feeling chaotic, last minute rushes, missing information from your clients, you have a lot of clients you're putting on extension because either they didn't get you what you needed on time or your team's capacity just couldn't handle it. Versus the after, where everything feels very structured, everything feels very organized, everything is delivered on time. Your clients know exactly what they need to be providing and when, and they are getting their updates about where you're at in the process along the way. How we're going to do that. We are going to have a seamless workflow that we then start to automate with document collection through the organizers, task management for you and your team, and even for your clients, client reminders. So when the clients are missing things, we're going to automate that for you. We're going to give you email templates that can really help you to communicate faster and give those clients automatic updates so they know where they are at. And what that impact is going to be for you, it's going to eliminate that last minute scrambling that we all know we experience during tax season. It's going to ensure accuracy, and it's going to really give a seamless process that's used across the team for all of your clients. Workflow number 3, if you do bookkeeping, Your monthly, we could sub this with quarterly, even annual bookkeeping. Right now, maybe it's feeling manual, it's prone to a lot of errors. Clients are not giving you what you need on time, and that is causing a lot of delays on your team. And going back to those bottlenecks for your team. Versus after, you have a workflow that keeps tasks structured, predictable, and helps to automate the client request process so they know exactly what they need to give you and when. How that's going to be done, seamless workflow, of course, paired with some automation, task tracking automation, automated reminders for the different reports and reconciliations, as well as statement collection. So if you do need to pull those statements from clients, you have an automated way of doing that. How that's going to impact you, you're going to have a consistent process across your team, across your clients that does allow for those nuances, because we know with bookkeeping, there's so many nuances. You can still allow that through the automation and through consistent workflows. You're going to have reduced errors when you're using a standardized process across your team and clarity on where every client is at each month. Number 4, this is actually one of my favorite ones, and this is a space that I worked in for years, so I know the value of team member onboarding, because you want to make sure that you have your team members onboarded in a fantastic way where they get up to speed quickly and can add value to your team as quickly as possible. However, right now, that process might feel a little time consuming, a little inconsistent, both for you and for your new hires or your contractors. Versus after, you have an onboarding workflow that is completely standardized. You have a training program that really does allow for maybe some self-service, and they're able to access that on their own and go through it and learn somewhat on their own, and maybe with some help from your team as well. And so they're having that great first experience with your firm. How you're going to do that? A seamless workflow paired with automation. And in this is where you can have automated training modules, and checklists that are available on demand. You can use Zapier to help track things. You can help use systems with your project management tools to track the tasks for both you and your new hire. You can have your permissions set so that you're making sure that they have the right access when they need it. The impact to your firm is great. You're going to have new hires that are productive and adding value faster. You're going to have a reduced training time because you have created videos already. For example, a Loom video where you can have them access that on their own. And they have a good onboarding experience, which leads to higher retention rates because they're going to feel like they're able to contribute value and they know what their role is. And number 5, let's talk about your sales process. So right now, maybe your leads are falling through the cracks because things aren't feeling consistent. They're not getting that high touch, great service from you. Versus after, where you have a structured lead tracking system that can really help to increase your conversion rates. Let's talk about how you can automate this with a seamless workflow. Your CRM and your project management tools are tracking things for you. You're automating your follow-up emails and appointment scheduling, and you're also automating lead nurturing sequences so you can really get your message out to those leads, share your story, and really do that in an automated way. The impact to you is going to be a higher conversion rate of your leads with less effort. So you're going to be able to really bring those leads in with a little bit less effort, and it's going to be consistent and seamless on, the automation and workflow side. Okay, I know you might be thinking, this is great, but I don't have time to set this up, or I don't know what the right technology is going to be for me to use, and there's a lot out there, so it's kind of overwhelming. Or maybe it just feels too complicated, and the way that you've always done it is still working, so let's just, leave it at that. The problem with that is that you're not going to be able to scale if you keep that mentality. And we're moving into this very, we've been in a very tech forward space, but with the introduction of AI and all these other tools, one, they're available for you. They're not as complicated as you think they might be, and you don't have to use everything. So if you are thinking, I don't have time to set this up, first of all, that is what we're here for. We implement these workflows for you, or we have programs that we can provide guidance to you along the way. You not knowing the right technology, we know this space. We can help you figure out what is the right technology fit for you, for your firm. It feels complicated, I know. Again, that's why we're here. But once you set it up, automation really does make your life easier, and it's not necessarily as complicated as you think. And the way you've always done it still works for me. Okay, this one, yes, you could probably use that for a while. But if you really want to scale your firm, take it to the next level, it's going to be really hard to do that if you are still using your pen and paper checklist and you aren't really future proofing your business. So the way you've always done it might not be scalable, and it might not let you to continue to grow without that burnout for you and your team, as well as for your clients. Because as your clients begin to grow as well, they're going to have a demand for high service and high quality, and you want to be able to give that to them. And these workflows, these automations really are not necessarily taking like the people component out of it. They're just adding value, and you are still behind that. That's still you and your team. You're just adding extra value by creating this seamless process for your clients, for your leads, for your team. So these 5 workflows, again, they're going to help you save a ton of hours. They're going to help you reduce stress because you know where everything is at. They're going to help you take your firm to that next level. And if this is something that you do want help with, we've got you covered. This is what we do. We do specialize in TaxDome consulting, as I mentioned, but we really also help with workflow automation. We can help you create your workflows and implement them with the right technology for you. And we really love to help our accounting firms do this. This is what we've been working in between accounting and operations for over 15 years now. And we would love to sit down and chat with you. So visit cabotandmain.com to book a call, and let's talk about how we can help you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions on any of this training.